where Newsom is talking about calling Josh Green. The Maui fires, okay, they exposed the same stuff that's happening right now. Government failure, delayed response, ignored warnings, and all these priorities. He says something about reimagining California where he calls the Maui guy, and this is what bothers me, Tom, those people that you're talking about now that have nothing, okay, that the house was worth, let's say, $10 million in regard to insurance. Now, if somebody comes and wants to buy up the land, Tom, they can offer them way less and say, listen, everything's gone. You didn't have the right insurance. We're going to give you this much money cash, Tom. Go about your business. Am I right?
People that had their house paid off.
Yes.
That, for some of them that don't have the resources and were underinsured, that is their only choice.
Jeez.
To sell the land to tomorrow's developer and go somewhere.
So when he says this, Pat, isn't this a worrisome thing where he says he called him, and you mind if we, like, look at his face?
I want to is this about insurance?
It's about the land, grabbing the land.
Oh, okay. Play this clip, Rob.
We're dealing with a myriad of issues. I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor
funny.
Down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties, and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward, and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days, not just weeks.
Yes, California Governor Gavin Newsom officially setting the stage for developers to come and buy up the devastated land in Los Angeles Pacific Palisades. Gavin Newsom says it on camera on national TV. Immediately, this guy put this clip out. I think it was just a podcast where they discuss a lot. This is what Gavin Newsom put out. This is absolutely false. I signed an executive order to protect residents from predatory land speculators and developers. If you have not seen that clip where Gavin Newsom actually mentioned this, I'm going to play that video so you can see exactly what he said. At a certain point, Gavin Newsom is playing this on social media, and the slightest thing, people calling him out, he will struggle to debunk it. I don't know why he is more focused to do this on social media.
I'm here in Altadena. I just signed an executive order with community leaders to deal with the issue that is becoming a bigger and bigger issue every day, and that's land developers that are engaging in predatory efforts to make unsolicited offers for properties at significantly below market value. This predatory behavior is disgusting in the best of times, and of course here in the midst of this tragedy at scale, it's disgraceful. So we're going to hold those folks accountable. I'm very grateful for the leadership here in the community that promoted this approach, and this executive order is a reflection of their direction and their commitment to preserving the unique character of this community for generations to come.
This is what he said after people realized what he actually did. At a certain point, he came in, signed an executive order, now struggling to backtrack what he said on TV. I posted a video of this lady where she actually exposed her loan about Gavin Newsom. I didn't believe this until a certain point. I interviewed a Los Angeles firefighter with 20 years plus of service. The truth I found are harrowing. Gavin Newsom ordered the removal of Elon Musk from the command post and ordered the core firefighters to return all donated Starlings. The firefighter ran out of water in the Palisade. Okay, I posted this video a few hours ago. I didn't bring the complete clip because I wanted to verify if this information was true. Elon Musk confirmed that this actually happened. Then I wonder why Gavin Newsom will remove Elon Musk coming to help. Removing Starlink is something I don't understand.
Unlike Gavin, I am in the pursuit of truth. So I've taken it upon myself to interview boots on the ground. I have interviewed members of the Los Angeles Fire Department, and the truths I have found are harrowing. Why is Gavin so adamant about pushing this narrative that they did not run out of water in the Pacific Palisades? Well, it's because they did. A firefighter told me that he was on a street in the Pacific Palisades, and not only did he run out of water, but they had insufficient hydrants. So he explained to me that the standard distance between residential homes is usually less than 1,000 feet. And in this case, these homes were very large. We're talking like 15,000 square foot mansions and hydrants that were over 1,000 feet apart. In addition to that, running out of water and these hydrants being too far apart, these hydrants only had a 2.5-inch wharf hydrant instead of 4 inches, which means the diameter of the hose. This means that these firefighters did not have sufficient fire flow to extinguish these fires. He told me that they were doing the best that they could and they were making good effort, but they could have saved more homes by putting up a water curtain, which would have allowed them to save the exposure of houses. But they couldn't because they ran out of water in the Pacific Palisades. He highlighted that he didn't want to diminish the fact that this fire behavior was insane and it was the worst he's ever seen. We could have saved way more structures than we did if we had water. In addition to that water reservoir being empty in the Pacific Palisades, holding 117 million gallons of water, they tarped it when they never should have for environmental reasons and evaporation. But don't you think that evaporation should not supersede the need for helicopters to access the water and suck out water for fire suppression, for aerial help? That was out of the question because it was tarped when it was not meant to. I was also informed that the city, allegedly, did not consult with the fire department before they drained this reservoir. Gavin, you have failed the people of California. You are a poor leader. You take no accountability, and you're focused on promoting your own image. You're a professional liar. You were caught saying that you were on the phone with Biden when, oh wait, you weren't. You lied then, you lie now. The truth will always prevail, and you will be exposed, Gavin Newsom. It is time for the people of California to demand better. Your votes have had terrible consequences on people's lives, and this needs to stop. Here is the transcript of one of my interviews with a Los Angeles firefighter of 20 plus years of service. The firefighters that I spoke with told me that Gavin Newsom directed the removal of Elon Musk from the command post where he was live streaming with that battalion chief. Gavin Newsom told him to leave. Kicked Elon out for trying to help. It doesn't end there. Gavin Newsom also ordered the Cal Fire firefighters to return and not accept the donated Starlinks by order of the governor.
This actually baffles me why Gavin Newsom would order the removal of Starlink. Elon Musk is a threat to these people, and I understand. Gavin Newsom is planning to run for president, and doing all this, I don't believe is the key. People know who he is, so struggling to clean up his image on social media, it is something I don't get. You cannot deceive the people every time. He is now receiving calls everywhere to resign. Same like Karen Bass. If you have been a failure, it is actually difficult to change everything, no matter how you try. What I realized at the end of the day, Gavin Newsom want to clean up his image, because of what he's thinking to do in the future. Focus in making sure that people are okay, then all this social media present. What I should expect from Gavin Newsom is to sit every day, give update on what is going on. That is the best thing. Not passing on X, passing on all social media platforms, seeing his post, struggling to say, oh, this is wrong, this is this. People are not fools any longer. I watched a lot of videos. Joe Rogan had to compare what is happening in my way to rebuilding this area. You saw at the beginning where Gavin Newsom talked about Developers taking up plans. It is my heart to actually see this. I didn't believe that this was true until Elon Musk confirmed that what this lady is saying is the truth.
Palisades looks like, unfortunately Gaza or one of these war-torn countries where awful things have happened. So, and there are fires now breaking out everywhere. So it feels totally bizarre to be talking about a movie.
I'll be laying out a plan for how we recover.
And sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Thank you guys who always been there sharing on my videos. I don't like to make the videos long. Reason I always cut it at this point for
future president and his gag are a function of their flawed morality and policy.
The problem with California is forestry management.
We're triggering total collapse.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning, and I flew here last night. I was on a plane, started getting texts.
So I am evacuating my home.
What we need to do against what we know is right, and these are the results.
Trump is now calling that Governor Newsom should step down.
This is you getting water to areas that need water because there are fires in 100-mile-an-hour winds.
The situation is beyond control. I'll be updating you, giving you more information to what I'm observing on social media. I didn't want to report this, but people keep sending this to me. God bless you.
Health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
Right now you're looking to remember it.
As a country about yeah, we were just talking about the wildfire situation and how crazy it is that they
so funny. And then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know, but it's like, it's sad.
I want to be
Jim Jordan.
In the 5 tenants of
Palisades Village right here. This is the town center of sorts.